So when you say the Jesus name in Spanish, you get Jesus, Jesus, right? Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus,
Mm.
right? No different than with the story of Yakub, Prometheus,
Mm.
Enki and Enlil in the Sumerian text, Odin in Norse mythology, Satan and Zeus is hidden behind so many different names all throughout history. So when we're talking about the cosmic version of ourselves, many of us had those memories bleached away from our soul via nanobot technology when we entered this realm. We entered this realm through a portal called the womb or the vagina.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we come from the cosmos. A lot of people forget to ask themselves, where were you before you were here?
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying, God? You
Mm-hmm.
were here, but where were you before you was here in this lifetime? This
Mm.
ain't your first lifetime. This isn't your first experience. You are spirit and soul. You descended down into this realm from higher forms of energy. So you had to descend down to
Mm.
the lowest vibration to even manifest into this physical realm, which we call a physical body.
Right. Right. Okay.
Now, once you manifest in this realm, you manifest through the vagina. This is why a lot of people be believing that we're taught in school because they got us thinking we're all one human race, right? That's what the oppressors did to us. We're all one human race. So you're taught in school that for 9 months the mom is pregnant with this baby, but for those 9 months it's nothing but a vessel inside of her womb. The spirit and soul doesn't enter the womb to the moment before the water breaks. Once the spirit and soul enters the actual vessel that the mother has been housing with her avatar, her body, then her water breaks and out comes this baby. So it's the fact that we have been cut off from that cosmic version of who we are, the essence of us when Source created us. And that part of us we have in our DNA, which we don't even have DNA because we are nine ether beings with neuromelanin. We have DEA, which is deoxyetheric acid. And you can't even look it up, you can't even Google it, because if you Google DEA, they gonna tell you Drug Enforcement Agency. You see what I'm saying? They got all these gates and loopholes there for you if you ever even begin to peek just a little bit into the metaphysical you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not gonna hear too many black scholars or intellects or that information being taught where we speak about the draconians, the alpha draconian reptilians, or the many different reptilian races, or the
Mm.
Pleiadians, which is one of the many different extraterrestrial races. You're not gonna hear
Mm.
too much about that. You're not
Mm.
gonna hear too much about the blue avians, the Syrians,
Mm.
the Bazoofians, who are any beings that come from Sirius B. You see what I'm saying? The Aurelians, Sirius A stands for Aurelius. A lot of people don't know that,
Mm. Mm.
right?
Okay.
And the
Okay.
beings that exist on Sirius A would be the Aurelians.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is where a lot of your archangels exist. This is
Mm.
headquarters for a lot of your archangels and many other beings.
Mm.
When you get to Sirius B, you're dealing with the Nomos and other variants of angelic beings.
Right. Okay.
Because Sirius B, them the Bazoofians. So the
Mm.
Nomos and any archangel coming from that location will be considered a Bazoofian. No
Mm.
different than over here in this country, how they call us African Americans and Latinos, but everybody would still be considered Americans, right? They get that whole they get that whole breakdown from the cosmos, as above, so below. So when you see them having the police, we have that in the cosmos. We have police in the cosmos, but they're righteous. We have, like they have court down here, court. We have court in the cosmos, but it's a
Mm.
righteous court. It's literally as above, so below for real. So when you're dealing with Sirius C, you're talking about that's Chronos and the Chronophians, any beings that exist on Sirius C. This is where a lot of your Pleiadians were first created. Pleiadians, reptilians. Most of these beings all originate from Sirius C, B, or A. Now Sirius X it's the essence. That's source. That's where the black woman who is God was created at. She created herself. She manifested herself out of dark matter energy. So at a metaphysical level, this dark matter energy is dark matter energy, right? But as it
Mm.
breaks down to the plasma levels, it becomes neuromelanin. As it descends from the plasma level down to the gas, to the liquid level, to the physical state, which is the solid, which is the slowest vibration, then this neuromelanin then begins to manifest as carbon,
Mm.
which is why we are carbonated beings.
Mm. Mm. That's when you
So
talked about the phases of matter earlier. When you talked about the okay. Okay.
exactly, that's
All right.
that's important, God,
Yeah.
because you have to understand we believe we are physical beings because this is what we see, not realizing that you are only attached to this physical realm through your five senses.
Mm.
Take away your sound, close your eyes, touch, smell, taste. Where would you be?
Mm-hmm.
You would be in the center of the universe, which is where you really are the whole entire time. When you come here, this is an experience.
Mm-hmm.
This is an experience. This is why it's called light code lockdown. Because they have figured out a way to manipulate our energy. Remember, what are we? We are not these. We got to get past this skin. We got to stop calling ourselves black people. We not black.
Mm-hmm.
We not no African Americans. We not no niggas. We not no pimps, hoes, thugs. We not black people. We are Anunnaki gods and goddesses.
Mm.
That's the name of our species. And why are we that? Because we are the center of creation. If you want to call her the black woman, you can call her that. But she manifested herself out of dark matter energy. And after she created herself out of dark matter energy, because what is dark matter energy? Let's break down what dark matter energy is first off.
Mm-hmm.
Dark matter energy is what science fear. They call it antimatter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is matter? Matter is everything around you that you can see in this physical. These are all forms of matter, right? This is what science teaches us.
Mm-hmm.
So what is antimatter? Anything that defies the laws of matter. Dark matter energy is so strong and it's so intelligent, it defies the laws of what they consider matter, which is why they call it antimatter and the most dangerous property in the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
The movie Venom was all about the neuromelanin, or the dark matter energy, or what they call in science antimatter. Now, we see these pigmentations and we think nothing of them. Oh, I'm just black. Oh, I just have a darker pigmentation. No, you have carbon in your skin. And what is carbon? Neuromelanin. What is neuromelanin? Dark matter energy. What is dark matter energy? Dark matter energy is divine feminine energy mixed with divine masculine energy. They came together to make dark matter energy. The divine feminine energy was first. Then, out of the divine feminine energy, the divine masculine energy was created. The divine masculine energy is what gives dark matter energy its color. This is what makes it dark, because divine masculine energy is aggressive. Feminine energy is, so they teach us that feminine energy should be receptive and that masculine energy gives the directions. But in the balance of the cosmos, it's the opposite. The feminine energy gives the orders. The masculine energy enforces it.
Okay.
So when you got divine feminine energy meets divine masculine energy together, they met to create this dark matter energy. This is why it's so intelligent. It's an intelligence, and they kind of mimic that when they showing you the Venom movie and the suit having its intelligence before it latched on to Spider-Man, right? Right, it had its own form of intelligence. All right, now out of that dark matter energy, this is where you get your first black woman / what we call Latino woman, because the black and Latino woman is the same individual. The oppressor gave us different names to divide us from each other. But if you look at the genetics of a Latino woman, Latino man with a black, so-called black man or black woman, you're going to see the same genetics, same carbon, same connection, 9 ether beings. So she created what out of that dark matter energy, you get this divine black goddess, if you want to call her that, the first Anunnaki goddess, who holds what they call the Eve gene, right? Or the meta gene, right? Because they consider us to be meta humans. This is why Facebook renamed itself from Facebook to Meta, right? Because the frequency rise and the planet coming back to the original aboriginal beings, which is us, your so-called black and Latino people. So now, this intelligent energy, you having the X and Y chromosome, created more. She replicated herself. So in the beginning, it was a tribe. We were just on Sirius X. It was no divine black males and any of that. No gods yet. It was just all goddesses. Just all goddesses.
On Sirius X.
On Sirius X. X stands for Xylanthia. This is where we from. We was on Sirius X. It was no Sirius A, B, C, no Earth, no nothing yet. In the beginning, it was just dark matter energy.
There was no Saturn, no Mars,
no planets,
nothing.
The planets.
No universe.
I'm taking you back.
Primordial.
Primordial energies. Before there was time. Because see, our souls remember this. It's just when we talk on these frequencies, that's what these bowls is for. They don't want us having those. That unlocks your genetics. It's sound. It's frequency. When we talk on this frequency, you'll begin to remember, because I'm not saying nothing that you don't know or anybody watching right now. That's why I always say, remember who you are. Because information is being put out here like it's new. It's none of this is new. You know, and then you have beings like myself. They might want to show me a lot of love or show you a lot of love, or certain other intellectuals. People is looking at us like, oh, we're their God, or because we are bringing information down to help you remember. But no, we're not your God. This information is being put in front of you for you to remember who you are. You don't need a book. You don't need anything. Everything is right here. You go within yourself in meditation. All answers lie within. These are memories. So books and lectures from myself and you and others are only there to help a soul stimulate those memories, unlock, unthaw those genetics, right? We've been frozen, lying dormant, right? So we got to remember in the beginning how it was, when it was just that point, when it was just all goddesses. And then she said, hey, let me create a helper. That's when she created your black god, your first Anunnaki god, and told him to be fruitful and multiply. And that was the God's, that's our job, to provide and protect, to be fruitful and multiply. This is why we have semen, which are the seeds. When we do manifest into the physical, we come down with these seeds to further populate. And when we in the cosmos, in our cosmic bodies, you know, because we ain't number energy, luminous beings, right? Well, even when we in that state, we're seeding the cosmos. We were the ones that built the planets, that built the universes, that aligned the multiverse, that enumerated how many planets should be in this galaxy, how many galaxies should be in this universe, how many vortexes it should be, how many dimensions it should be, opening up stargates, right? We were seeding the cosmos. So in seeding the cosmos, once you get this whole village of us, the Anunnaki, then we begin to create other beings. This is where your Alpha Draconian reptilians come from, and your other reptilian species, and your Pleiadians, and your Blue Avians, and your Syrians, and your Lyrans, and your Nomos, and your Nagas, and on and on and on and on and on, right? Even your primordial energies, even the gods like Ra and Isis, Osiris, these are all real gods that still exist. You have people that think that Sango is Thor, right? I've heard that before. Like people like Thor, Sango, because you seeing certain gods in different, if you want to call them religions or ideologies and cultures, having the same traits. But that's only there to put there to show you that we are all connected. So if your ability is to tap into the plasma energy on a different level than me, but my wife's ability, she might have the same plasma energy ability you have, y'all gonna have the same traits, because that's the galactic tribe you come from.
Indeed.
You get what I'm saying? So this is why you don't hear, because we got here how? We got here because you said, hey, you asked one question, right? That one question is gonna take us on a 2-hour journey, because that's how deep it gets. You know, like when we talking about the Pleiadians, we got to first realize the Pleiadians. Who are the Pleiadians? They are the pirates of the cosmos. So are the Alpha Draconian reptilians.
But you said the pirates?
They're the pirates of the cosmos. Because
wow.
What they do is they go planet to planet, galaxy to galaxy, draining planets of its resources.
Wow.
When they first came to this planet, the Pleiadians, along with the Alpha Draconian reptilians. Notice I'm saying the Alpha Draconian reptilians because there are many different reptilian extraterrestrial races. And the Alpha Draconians are the ones that so happen to be here, that's in cahoots with the Pleiadians and the hierarchy of human beings running our realm down here on planet Ka. Get what I'm saying? So we have to, that's why I say we have to, this is why they don't talk about this in school. Or you'll go listen to Gaia, and Gaia, they gonna give you some gems because they stole all our shit anyway. They just reciting our shit anyway. So they're gonna give you a little gem, but then they're gonna show you white faces. They're gonna water it down. Like they already shown the Anunnaki is white people. You know what I'm saying? They gonna show you that. Just like when they showed you the pyramids, they always said the aliens invented them, right? But then now they want to tell you that the Pentagon want to reveal that UFOs are real. So it's like, it's not like this cosmic information isn't already known. All you have to do is look at all the movies. Where do you think they got the ideas from? Human beings, and I'm not racist. I only talk genetics and science, esoteric science right now. Human beings don't have a soul. They are soulless beings. Because you got to remember how they got here. After the black woman manifested herself out of dark matter energy, and then she created us and told us to provide and protect, we had to provide life force and creation, so we went out to create. But the first gods ever that the black goddess created was the original 23 scientists.
Mm.
And when the first, you had 99 goddesses in total that were created. When you go back home on Xylanthia and the cosmic level, you have a council of 9. These are like 9 eternal flames, but they are goddesses. But they didn't manifest. They didn't take on a shape. These are the oldest primordial energies in the multiverse. This is the council of 9. This is source. This is the source that gave us all our soul contracts and our missions. This is source, right? It's a committee. Now that breaks down to the Anunnaki goddesses, right? And then you got the Anunnaki gods. But before you even got that tribe of us as gods, you had just 23 gods at first. This was 23 scientists, and they were created. Their job was to create the entire multiverse. So this is why I've always taught on my platform, when I get to speaking about the true number of creation, I say, hey, it's multiple multiverses. But let's start with the one we're in. We're in one multiverse right now. This multiverse is composed of 9 universes. Each universe is composed of 999 galaxies. Each galaxy is composed of 999 planets. Each planet is composed of 9 realms within it. So the reason I'm able to retain that information is because I'm one of the original 23 scientists, and I came back and reincarnated in this life. Just like before I was in this lifetime, my last lifetime on this planet was Toussaint El Overture in the Haitian Revolution. So because we are in Endgame, you have all these indigo children here that start coming in 1950. These are your ancient souls. So that includes you. This is every god and goddess born after 1950 on up to now is an indigo child. Your indigo child are your souls that was here when the original war first started on this planet, when the planet was invaded. Because after the original 23 sciences was created and we went to erect the multiverse and set out to create the universes and things like that, then we begin to create more gods and goddesses. Then we begin to breathe life force into these different realities so that they can continue to create and be fruitful and multiply, because this is what the black goddess told us to do as gods. We was all at peace at this point. When we came to this planet, this was the last planet we created. This was the very last planet. Planet so-called Earth is located. We're in the ninth. A lot of us don't even know where we at right now because they didn't lie on all the maps. Right now, you're located in the 9th universe. We're in the 9th universe.
That number 9 keeps popping up.
Exactly. You always see 9 because 9, even in numerals, math and basic math that they teach you in schools, that's not real math. But the number doesn't go any higher than 9. After 9, you get to 10. 10 is 1 and 0 all over again. But you should ask yourself, why is 9 the highest number? Why is 9 representing completion? What did Tesla say? He who understands the power of the 3, the 6, and the 9 understands the secrets of the universe, right? And Tesla got that from us. That was true. That's why they did what they did to Tesla, his own people, when they seen what he was trying to get, what he was touching into. So you're going to realize that, yes, it goes no higher than 9, and you're going to see 9 in everything we do because we are 9 ether beings. You're going to see that even down to the follicles, even down to your ether. Even your DEA series, we have 9 DEA series. Yeah,
we do.
Right? They have 6. It takes us 9 ethers to get here. There's no such thing as time and space. I always tell people, time was a spell created by Zeus, by the oppressors. Who was that? Oh, there's only one oppressor here on this planet. It's not nobody else, black or Latino, and then it's not even the regular white people that go to work. They just, a lot of them is clones and pawns, Mach 5 synthetic robots, or just being put there, being used for us to crash out on. The individuals that's running the planet is the original 13 families. Those are the human beings, and they are in cahoots with the Alpha Draconian reptilians and the Pleiades. These two come together to form your shadow government, your cabal, your Illuminati. This who running the world, your royal family. You know what I'm saying? This is who running this part of what we consider to be the world. This is who gave us the maps telling us that, hey, this is only the world, it's 7 continents. When this is not our world. This world is composed of 9 other realms. We are on Atlantis right now, but they got motherfuckers thinking we on Earth. We on Atlantis right now. Niggas all, man, we on Earth, y'all. You see what I'm saying? People, we on Earth, we human, y'all. We not human. See what I'm saying? We are gods and goddesses. That's not just a saying. That's a genetic thing.
Mm.
We are carbonated beings, and carbon is the basis from which all life in this physical world forms from. We are connected to the plants. We give life to the sun. We created the crystals. We used to have huge crystal towers that graced our entire realm. We had giant trees. Now they call them mountains. We never had mountains. Those are trees that they cut down, and now they're teaching you that they mountains. You know what I'm saying? Those are, when you look at these, they're not even our trees. Those are 30-millimeter bushes. But they taught you them was trees. Just like them are not stars in the sky. You're looking at universes and planets, but they told you they were stars because they knew they couldn't hide it from you. So they renamed things. This is why the English language is a spell that they cast over us on every level. All the words. You calling yourself an American, but that's a white person. You can't say you're African American because now that's two white people. Scipio Africanus was a European. Whatever fucking name, European, whatever you want to call him, he's a Caucasian. That means he's a humanoid. He's human. And that's okay. But he's a 6 ether being. It takes him 6 ethers to get here. And he doesn't have a soul. You are a 9 ether being. You are carbonated. You give life to life. You are the basis from which all life in this physical density forms, as well as in the cosmic realms. It's a difference, right? The sun feeds off your frequency. The sun kills them because they don't belong here. They're not supposed to be here. They are visitors here.
I heard you say before, we don't need the sun needs us. That's a bold statement there, brother.
That's a fact.
Because we was taught to worship the sun. Like the sun gives us light. The sun gives everything down here life. But you like, we don't need the sun. You said it with such an enthusiasm and such vigor. I'm like, damn, this brother's serious about that statement. Explain that. How does sun need us? We don't need the sun, my brother.
Okay, so let's remember what came first. Do you think the original aboriginal goddess / god came first, or do you think the sun and the moon came first? Before there was a sun and there was a moon, there was us. Who do people think it was that put the sun in the sky? Who you think taught the sun how to shine? Who you think set the temperature of the sun of how hard it should beam, of how hot it should shine? Who you think gave the sun its orbitatory path to orbit around like in clockwork fashion around the realm? We did that. We do that. The sun is nothing but a big chromosome.
A big chromosome.
One big chromosome in the sky. Right? Shout out to Dr. Phil Valentine too, one of the most powerful intellects. Him, Dr. Delbert Blair, Bobby Hemmett. I mean, all the intellects, right? I like to always give respect to my physical elders because we are all on the same team. But I'm saying that for a reason. When Dr. Phil Valentine spoke about the sun and the chromosphere of the sun, he spoke about this 20, 30 years ago, right? Before it was the internet, right? And he spoke about how the brightness of the sun that is emitted that makes you be damn, I can't see. Put the visor down. You looking all like a little ugly pit bull. You know what I'm saying? Got with sunny eyes, right? That's the chromosphere of the sun that is making you. I can't see. Put the visor. Okay, now that's the chromosphere. You have chromosomes in you. Now, when Dr. Phil Valentine brought that information down to the planet, that's an esoteric fact. Now, I'm just here to further stamp that fact when we're talking about this sun right now. You have to understand, you have cells. Each cell has a membrane, a nucleus, right? The nucleus is the power. What does that power come from that's in the cell? That's plasma energy. But how is it getting into your cells? It's coming from the sun. What on your avatar is allowing this channel of frequency to flow through you? It's your ether, which is why the more ether you grow, the more energy you channel from the sun into certain cells. These chromosomes that's inside of us that we control is the same chromosome we're looking at when we look at the sun in the sky. So the reason they can't let you remember that is because then you would understand it. Hold on. So if that chromosome hold on. So you're telling me the sun is a chromosome that's actually inside of me, and we say, yes, that's a chromosome that's inside of you that you created, beautiful reflection. That's your reflection. All right. That's the son, right? You are the living God, and that's the Son of God, right? What they spoke about in the Bible, right? You are the living God when you manifest into this physical realm. And that son is the son of you, right? And it's going to, just like a child looks up to his parent. A son looks up to his father and his mother. A son loves his mother. It's not nothing a son won't do for his mother. And it's not nothing a son won't do to make his father proud. Now, if you can understand that son came from you and you created that son, what do you think you can get the sun to do for you? Now, the sun is full of what? Photon energy, plasma energy. You are full of what? Photon energy, plasma energy. When you're in that sun is actually burning off all toxins that has been put in you